and and after all this shit we've been through, you know what I mean? Oh, I think we streaming now, so we live. Hold up, we live. I think we live. We never ready. We never start ready. We have a weird way of starting this show on a Wednesday. There's always something crazy, something different. I don't even know how long we've been streaming. Sound off. How long we been streaming, y'all? Oh, it says less than a minute.
All right, so good intro, man. Y'all know what time it is, figuring shit out. It's Wednesday, goddamn. Whew. It's been a long day too, Brody. Goddamn.
Bro, we been through some shit today. We're not gonna get into it. Maybe we can. I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be a dope
We
one.
need to talk about work shit.
Right. This is. Oh shit! I didn't even change the episode number. This is figuring shit out. Let me start getting so close to the
on the fly. 24. Was it 24.75?
Yeah, it would be a 0.5, but we're in a 0.75.
Another podcast, y'all know, changed the show title mid-show.
And it's actually not 9:30. We're like 20 minutes early.
What's up? So they probably looking for us in 20 minutes. So we here
we
already.
Try, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So let me change that back to 9. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna... This is what we do. We're going to try to be...
Because we can.
Right, what are you going to say?
I mean, King out the hill, man. Y'all check the website. So I know what time it is. 2020 Face Cuddy app. NPR Stone.
9 p.m. Yep.
Don't forget it. Check them out. Always.
And you know what it is. Yo, Buddy Flocks, lucidperspective.com, silversyndicate.org. And soon, I will be adding another website, which will be the mobile app. When that's ready, I'll talk about that. Drop that in there, and then make sure you go visit that when it's ready. You probably got to go on Facebook and tag me and make the audience public. And do all that stuff over there.
But how many websites is too many? How many domains is too many?
There ain't enough. If they all bringing money in, it don't matter. If they bringing money in,
but all of them don't even bring money in. You know, someone just sitting
facts.
there, goddamn, just sitting there collecting
the
revenue for
money.
the company.
Right, the domain people, yeah. Hey, but that's the potential, right? The purpose is to just multiple streams of income. We all know the
deal. So how many domains do you have now?
How many I actually had that I don't talk about?
Yeah.
I have probably up to 20. There'll be like an idea for a company I had, or somebody in my family said, hey, get this domain real quick. And we never did nothing with it. I still got a domain. Then I got some that I used to have that I used, but then I stopped using them. But they're mine, like my name. I have my name, my government name. I have some other stuff. You never know. You know what I'm saying? One day I might revisit them, but I got them. They're mine.
Do you renew them, Jenks?
Yeah. Some of them, not all of them. There's a handful I was just like, bro, I'm not going to do nothing with this. Let me stop paying for it.
It's the only conversation that people that got build websites can understand, dog. Because, like, I got like 13 of them hoes just sitting there. I got a few I don't even want to do nothing with. Some I want to do something with. Like you said, ideas I ain't never get to. People websites I made for. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Goddamn, I done renewed some shit. I'm like, man, I'm not renewing that shit next year.
Yeah.
And it went 300 when goddamn next year come. I'll fuck around and forget.
Yeah, nah. I had so many domains in my day. I got some that I'm hoping one day somebody wants to buy from me. You know, I'm not gonna bang them on the head or whatever.
You ever flip one?
Never. I never flipped none.
I've been hearing stories of niggas telling they bought a domain for $2 billion and sold it for 20. I'm like, who the fuck is what the hell?
Fucking wish. I remember pizza.com sold for $2 million like 20 years ago to somebody.
Let me go something like that. I can get, but like some of them shits, bro, you can get a little bit more creative and change your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd put an underscore in that bitch so fast or something.
Yeah, somebody got pizza.com. Whoever got this paid $2 million for some reason. Ain't shit up there. But anyway. What's goody? What's up?
Back on domains. So NFT domains, right?
I got some of those too.
Web3 domains. Yeah, I got some too, right?
Yeah.
But they more about your actual ownership. So you can't just go buy a Nike.com and just hold that shit.
Yeah.
And hope for Nike to come and bless you.
What is it called? ENS? Ethereum Name Service or some shit? I got a couple of those.
Yeah. Who you got yours with? Unlimited domains?
That's a good question. I think I was fucking with.
Are you sure you got it?
I'm positive. It's in my wallet. It's in my
That's the good thing about crypto, huh?
Yeah, it's in my Coinbase wallet. That is in, is in there. So I got probably through Coinbase or whatever the coin
Oh
wallet
no, I
is.
got my Coinbase.
Yeah, so.
I got my own domains, and I got a couple of them hoes. But I know somebody can try to be sneaky and buy somebody else's domain and just hold that shit until they get ready for it. But
That's a bag. You get a bag. Some people get paid off of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It is. Hey,
See.
get it how you live. So what we got on the plate today, Brody? What up?
I'm gonna keep it positive today. We're gonna be on some quantum. You said, "Oh, you don't want to be positive?"
Yeah. I want to share that article too about quantum science I sent. We'll get to it. Go ahead.
Word. Yeah. So let me do a little pre-game. Talk about what we're gonna talk about. At least the first part. So last week I ran into this KRS One video. You know who KRS One is? He's a dope MC, repping my hometown, the Bronx. I think he's a Freemason or something, bro. I think he's in these secret societies because his mind and the way I guess he does touring. Well, not touring, but public speaking things. And I think he's a professor or a speaker at Yale University. Super intelligent, super smart. I ran into this video. It's 5 minutes long. It's not that long. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way he talks, he's going to pull you into what he's talking about. And it's basically about, it's about attraction. It's about your mind. It's about
the one you sent me, right?
Yeah. The video says fifth dimension, right? But I don't think, honestly, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that that's the fifth dimension. I think it's the fourth dimension, and we can get into why. So whoever titled it, I guess they think is a fifth, but to me it's the fourth. But we can get into the video.
What do you know?
I don't know what I know. I'm just trying to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Oh, we're not using Skype, so nobody could call in.
And that was like an alley-oop, dog. Then that could be it.
Was that?
Man, what do you know? Just trying to figure shit out.
Yeah. We just trying to figure shit out. So I'm gonna play the video. Let me know if you hear it. And I don't know how to help you out with that. I don't know if you. I mean, this is a different system, so let me know if you hear it. I'm gonna play the video, and then we can discuss. It's 5 minutes.
I hear them in the comments now. Play the shit.
Right.
It's an exercise.
Can you hear it?
Oh, we can say this.
Can you hear it?
Rockstar energy drink. Wow, I just put that in history. See how quick history come up right there. Rockstar energy drink.
Twitch here.
Those who want to do the exercise, we're going to say rockstar to ourselves without opening our mouths, without saying anything outside. We're going to say this to ourselves. We're going to say rockstar to ourselves. Don't say it out loud.
Pay attention. Do it if you can.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the question to ask, if you've said rock star in your mind, the question to ask is, what voice is that? What voice is that? What voice just spoke? You just said rock star without moving your mouth at all.
Facts.
On top of that, you on top of saying rock star, you heard yourself say rock star. How can you hear yourself say rock star and no vibration of sound has happened? See, this puts a different perspective on what sound actually is. And what memory is. Memory's not in the brain, memory's in the soul. The only thing you take with you after this life is your memories or your knowledge, your experiences. That's the only thing you take. Unless you study Egypt culture, they believe you can take all their stuff with you and do the other side. Just as a side note. But if you said rock star in your mind or in your being is the true answer, is the true statement. In your being.
It's about to get real deep.
What was that voice? What was the voice that spoke and then you heard yourself speaking? But these ears did not hear you say anything because your mouth didn't move. So the ears didn't hear it, the mouth did not move, but you spoke and you heard yourself speaking. If you close your eyes, you can see this better. If you close your eyes and put this image in another sight, If you close your eyes, you can still see this. What is the sight that can see your future? These two eyes don't see the future.
I feel like
These two eyes don't see the past. Yet, you can see your past and you can see your future. You can actually see your past. What is the sight that can see beyond time? Don't give it away. What is this is an ancient meditation. This is an ancient meditation that I am not the flesh. I am the energy, the consciousness, the being in the flesh. And this is proof. This is no faith. This is not religion. This is actual fact. You can speak without moving your mouth. You can hear without ears. You can see without eyes. So what happens when these eyes, this mouth, and this ear drops off into the grave? These other senses are all you're left with. Death is an illusion.
Facts.
Once you realize this, you live your life more courageously. Now, no one wants to die before their time, so you try to protect yourself. But know that this body is the limitation of you. It is not your zenith. It is not your ultimate. Your ultimate is that voice that just said rockstar.
Facts.
That voice that just said rockstar without nothing physical moving, that person is immortal. That person is not here with you. Let's go deeper. The body is in, 3 dimensions, right? Forward, back, right, left, up, down, and time. 4th dimension. 3 dimensions plus time. That's our physical reality. Front, back, right, left, up, down, that's 3D plus time.
I'm going to get back to that in a
What
little
happened
bit.
to in and out? Look at the East, look at the English thought. Back, forth, right, left, up, down, no in and out. No in and out. What is in and out? Rockstar. Rockstar says, I exist without the body. So where is this other existence? Where is it? It's not here. It's not in 3-dimensional space where you really are. The person that said this is in a whole different dimension. Just switch a little bit. Talk to yourself more.
What the fuck?
You two can get the ad in,
Oh my
boy.
God, bro.
You two can
Chill.
get that ad in.
I was not expecting that.
Affirm to yourself more.
That pissed me
Don't
off.
move none of this. No, close this down and go within and say, I am the greatest ... ever. I have all my needs coming with speed. I am a being of love and light and knowledge.
Let's go.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Whatever it is, have your affirmation on your tongue. Or, sorry,
In your
in your
being.
being. This is how the gods created this whole reality. The first humans, imagine, the first humans, they came from inner space.
Watch this one.
They came out. Study the Anunnakis. They came out of inner space. Not from outer space, inner space. Rockstar. Before there was a body, there was this voice traveling in this voice's dimension. To get here to the earth, the inner voice created this outer extension of itself to be in this dimension. Once you realize that you are not just in this dimension, but you're also in another dimension, you now are free. Because whatever happens to you here in this dimension is not your only reality. See, this is how Jesus was able to get beaten and brutalized and hang on the cross. He wasn't here. He was the rock star. Inside, he went to the inner man. Do what you want with the body. I'm not here. Now, once you realize that level of consciousness, where you are officially, you identify yourself as the spirit, not the flesh. You are the inner voice, not the outer voice. Once you become the inner voice, now your outer voice has power. Now when you speak, it's not just a shell speaking. There's a being speaking through the shell.
Intention.
And this is where you heal all sickness in your body. This is where you command reality to work with you, and it works according to your consciousness. Why? Because it's not a shell that's speaking. There's a real being in the shell that is speaking. And when the real being speaks, all nature and the universe responds.
All nature in the universe responds.
You know, hold on, let me, hold on.
All nature in the universe responds.
How deep was that? Can you see, okay, you good? You can see me?
I'm good, I'm back. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Bro, yeah, that shit, so I ran into that shit last week, and that shit, for the whole day, first off, I must have watched this shit like 10 fucking times in a row. And the whole day I was so high because it was like I know this stuff, right? You know certain things. Sometimes you gotta watch things and get reminded of your power. But I saw this and I was like, yo, this might have been like last week, like Tuesday last week, and I was like, yo,
you've been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah, and I was just like, if more people understood this, you know what I'm saying, if more people were open to the possibility and understood these concepts, and I understand if this is your first time ever hearing something like this, it's probably so alien, right? And you can't grasp it. You half of that, more than half, probably don't even understand what the fuck he was talking about. It just went right over your head. But I like how he introduced that topic was with the whole say this rock star in your mind without saying it out loud, right? Everybody could do that unless you're an NPC or you're, a robot or something. I don't know. Everybody should at least understand that first part. Like, there is a being, there is a soul, whatever you want to call it, spirit. There is a power in all of us moving this body, moving our physical bodies throughout the earth. And then when you understand that, and then you understand how that works, and intention and law of attraction and how that works with quantum physics and all this stuff, like, we are so powerful, it's not even ridiculous, bro. Our power is ridiculous.
It's low-key scary. So I got a couple pieces that came out of that. When I was working, when I was younger, I was working at the front desk at this place for homeless folks, basically. So there was a transitional housing. They had an illness called chronic homelessness.
An illness?
So that mean they call it a homeless illness, chronic homelessness. If you've been homeless for more than 3 years, like if you have a condition of you just can't keep work, right? Or you just can't have a stable home, right? So it's a transitional housing, right? It's supposed to help you transition. So these people are labeled or looked at as, not
something
the
wrong
best,
with them,
smartest,
right?
Something wrong with them, ailments, not the smartest. Some dude with dreads will always talk about the Anunnaki. He will always talk about the Mayas, the Incas. He was always talking about stuff that I was just like, you ain't nuts, but like, bro, if you know all this, why you in here?
Right.
I kid you.
This
not.
is so you talking about where you were? Okay, got you. Where you?
Yeah,
all right,
where I wasn't, and I was like, why are you living here? Like, why you know what I mean? But full circle, bro, won't know that. He was really telling me, bro, I got to listen to cell phone because I don't do the system thing. Exactly. I can make money anyhow, right? I like taking care of people, right? He was just connected on a whole nother level, and it was just like, he won't. Me looking back at it, it's like, how you know about an Anunnaki, dog? Like,
he was,
and I'm hearing people like KRS say the same, using the same terminology, the same frequency, right? Trying to, and then also, I'm not a body, I'm in the body type deal, right? I definitely, keep that to my kids and my people, whatever. Like, just this ain't the outside don't affect your inside as much as you
The
think
other
it
way
does.
around. Right.
Right. The outside affects your outside. The inside affects your outside way more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Way more. But you got to be tapped in or in tune. And goddamn, gonna, like he said, like you got to be vibrating at a certain level. Then the third one was quantum physics, right? Kind of the article I sent you. Quantum physics. Like if I'm saying these things without sound or the physical vibration,
Right.
where the words and the colors and shit come from.
Right.
That shit just yeah, man. I had something. That's just crazy. Like
It is. It's
I'm not a
deep.
body for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely deep, man. I know stuff like this. Like it makes you speechless sometimes. Like if you ever watched The Secret, have you watched The Secret?
Yeah, I've seen it many times. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. When he got to the part where he said, when you speak with intent and the universe or reality responds to your consciousness, that's the secret right there. It's like speaking, saying something is the same as creation, right? When you say something, where even talking bad about yourself, you're creating, or having bad thoughts, you're creating. So it's definitely dope, man. I saw this shit and I was like, that whole day, like I said, the whole day I was fucking like on
Nah,
cloud nine, like
it maybe remind me of the Alchemist.
yeah, the
And,
book.
you know what I mean? Yeah, the Alchemist type stuff like James Allen, uh the Neville Garter stuff I'll be listening to. Like I'll be really into that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah,
all a bunch of heady stuff. Like that's why I don't watch the. That's why I just really can't get into the sports thing no more, dog. Like it's such a gladiator thing. It's just such a physical
boxing.
thing. But
Yeah,
if you really dig into it, it's a mental game, right? Like they get to command their body in ways that people dream of. You know
that's
what I
true.
mean? Literally dream of. But they don't think of it like that. They are able to command their body in a way that's just superior to other. Now
Mm-hmm.
look at the way if they would just to direct their energy into anything else,
Mm-hmm.
anything else. I'm gonna give you another one. George Washington Carver, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was mutilated as a child from slavery, right? So he was a eunuch, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was able to get in touch with the plants in the garden, right, in the earth in a whole different way because he wasn't able to be distracted by his man parts, right? You know what I mean? So
Right.
just learning how to get connected, dog. That shit kind of super deep, right?
It is, and Quentin said this is his first time hearing this, but it makes sense. This is
Right
one of
here.
those things. Yeah, what up, Q? This is one of those things. It's gonna take 10 or 20 times hearing something like this from not just KRS, but from different sources. There's quantum physics, there's the law of attraction, there's all type of things, right? But you got to get it in different ways, different avenues, and then you
Mm-hmm.
hear it how from different people because they'll explain it differently. And then once it starts to seep in and you start to understand it better, I mean, what it all boils down to is self responsibility and account. Like we are all in charge of our life. You know what I'm saying? Things
Mm-hmm.
bad can happen to you, right? But how you respond to it really determines the outcome of that event, that situation, that scenario, and who you are on the inside, right? So the other day, I posted, there's that saying, I'm a product of my environment, right? And then my
Mm-hmm.
response was, or my rebuttal to that was, the environment is a product of you. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what KRS was just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we may be born into poor families. A lot of us are, right? And then you have maybe for 20, 25 years before you start to really gain some awareness of self, of reality, of the world, of society. And then from there, I believe like there's legit a choice. You can make a
Let me give you
choice
some. Let me give you some
to
pushback.
stay.
Let me
No,
give you
no,
a little.
yeah.
Let me give. Hold on. Let me give you a little bit of scientific pushback.
All right, let's
Just a
go.
little bit of scientific.
No, it's straight. Go ahead.
They say the environment is everything, and the bacteria is nothing. Right. So the bacteria can't survive in certain environments. You change the environment, the bacteria either thrives or dies, right? So you
Right.
you saying people are part of the environment. I think sometimes that is a truth, right? Because if you don't get out, if that person, the bacteria, don't get outside their environment, right,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't got no choice. And so, and here you go, like me and somebody be having a conversation about why people in hoods don't take ownership of where they live at, like cleaning it up,
Mm-hmm.
doing certain things. But complain when the outside person come in and do it, right, and
Right.
then take
And then they
ownership,
call it
right.
gentrification and buy
But
buildings and stuff.
the
Yeah.
whole thing is, I've never seen anybody say, do, or show me how to
Mm-hmm.
clean up, what clean look like, what it should look like, what it could look like. You dig what I'm saying? All everywhere in every corner I go,
Right.
I got the shopping go over here dirty. I got the 7-Eleven over there dirty. I got the
But
university over here.
right,
I
right.
got the hospital over here dirty.
But you know now though, right? You know now.
What I'm saying is, a lot of them don't know
Right.
now.
Right. So
Right.
what I was
So
the point that I was making before was I think there's an interim time period, and these are mainly for people born into those situations. 20 to 25. I don't even 25 is young minded to me most. You know what I'm saying? Like we
right.
had conversations with the El Capitan. I didn't start becoming aware of myself and my choices and all this till I was 27. I was 27 before I realized I can change my circumstance. I can say no to this. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can make decisions for myself
They ain't got to be my friends.
Right. So back to what you were saying, yes, there's a lot of people born into environments that aren't fruitful, that aren't, positive necessarily, that is all low vibration and
Conducive.
they know abuse and it's all. But again, at the same time, even with that stacked against you, you know what I'm saying, which a lot of people can make that claim. At what point do you become aware and say no, right? And say, why can't it be like this? Why can't I do this? Why do I have to live like this? You know what I'm saying? And remove yourself from those situations. There's always self-responsibility. Now, that's not to say, you know what I'm saying, these people deserve that or it's their fault. But again, there's a certain self-awareness, a spark or something that happens in your life, a catalyst, a tragic event, whatever, that has to, I feel like we all are put in a position for a spark to wake up and be like, yo, this is not how I want to live. I don't agree with this, right? And I understand there's people that say that all the time, right? Or they're in a circumstance where every day they don't agree with their life and they don't, they don't feel good, but they're not doing anything to change it. You know what I'm saying? That's a choice too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but human nature. Human nature. We go on the bread aisle. We look at the bread, and it's 1,000 different kinds of bread. Guess, and I want some bread. I want some bread, dog.
Right. Wonder
I don't know
bread,
bread to
honey
pick.
wheat. Yeah.
I don't know bread to pick, and I just don't get no bread. I just don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, and interesting enough, the dude I was talking about some African dude, how he was a billionaire originally, but how he was amazed that he walked through America and just see opportunity at the blink of an eye, right? Every single corner, right? But we kind of get so accustomed to it, you know what I mean, that I get to pick what I want to do instead of just going and getting to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
Like I could have been super picky about the mask, right? I could have been hella picky about if I was gonna do it or wanted to do it, or I could just get up there and get to it. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. And I feel like that's the age we're in with this, the internet information and even what we're doing now, just getting on here, ever. Recording, just talking, sharing ideas.
Greatest time ever.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like even sharing this KRS video. Somebody could be watching this.
Greatest time ever.
Right.
We couldn't even do it that readily or that fast 3 years ago.
Right. Or somebody could come across this, don't know us from nowhere, don't know KRS, don't know shit about KRS One. Watch this video and a spark. You know what I'm saying? And it's just from us talking about it, putting it online, sharing it. So spreading the gospel, so to speak. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is what gospel. Right. This is what being a human is about, right? Some people, you know what I'm saying? Like again, they're in circumstance, their life where they don't even know they have a choice. to make a difference for themselves. They'll be like, yo, I grew up that way. I always feeling like, yo, I got to work on my life. I'm going to have to work till I'm 65. I'm always going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? These dudes over here, these white people got all the money and they hoard all the fucking money. They don't give none to nobody else. There was times where I'm like wishing for somebody to give me some money to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't somebody just give me money that has
that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? What up, Chief?
Still look, him drop me a bag off.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But that mentality is the poison. Like looking for handouts or wanting somebody to give you something. Bro, you go up there, you make that change. Michael Jackson said, a man in the mirror, look in the mirror, make that change.
Oh, here you go. Making them change. So I told you, what I posted today? What did I post today about? I posted something about I had a vision of seeing myself making 90K in a day.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's hella dope. Let's go.
Gotta see it first.
You spoke it. What I mean? Intention like that. Like some people can't even. Can you imagine the mindset? Like I was there once. You know what I'm saying? 10, 20 years ago where I can't even imagine saying something or thinking something like that. But you right. there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here you go. Just imagine how much back then could you imagine yourself just paying out as much money as you do a month.
Shit.
Just living, you know what I mean?
If I jump back 15 years ago and look at all the bills I'm paying now, that's 15 years ago. I'd be like, yo, what the back then? Right. What up, Johnny? Like, yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck? Who is this person? Who is this person paying these bills? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Who helped me with this shit?
I think I must have hit the fucking lottery or something. At some point in 15 years in the future, I hit the fucking lottery because there's no fucking way. Because like 15 years ago, I was working at Kroger, Chanelos. I was making like $750 or something. And after 2 years at Kroger, they gave me like a dime raise, and I was making like $760. And that was like $20 extra a week or some bullshit. And that's a come up.
Slaving you, bro.
Right, that's a come up. That was like, oh, I got a little raise.
They were super slaving.
I got a dime extra an hour. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But you got to know better. Like, and I feel like shows like this.
Once you know better, you have to do better.
Yes.
The Lord said, if you don't use it, you goddamn will lose it. I tell you the story of the goddamn the service and the talents all the goddamn time. I can go to it. 3, 6, and 9. No, 1, 6, and 9. 9 double up, 6 double up, 1 hid and lost. So, goddamn.
All and that, bro.
KRS once said one thing. He was like, the innerman first started anoki. So I've listened to these things, and I think it might have been John Clark or Ben Yosef Bean. That name terrible. Man's first word was I am.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
I believe it.
Just hold on to that one. You know what I mean? Like the first man to speak, you know what I mean? Words were I am. So
that's deep.
I am whatever I say I am.
That's definitely deep. And then one thing that KRS said that I gotta disagree on, it's not crazy disagreement, but when he was saying that, and this is, I guess,
hold on, my bad. I'm sorry.
You straight?
Since she's talking about disagreeing, before we get the disagreement, like the video, y'all. Y'all watching, go ahead and get a thumbs up. There's a couple people in the, I mean,
matter of fact,
like
it on
YouTube, Facebook, comment wherever y'all watching that.
Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. So, there was a part where he said 3D is up, down, left, right, with height, length, depth, whatever. And then he said time. He said, and the fourth dimension, time. I don't agree with time being a fourth dimension. To me, time is a part of the 3D because it's encompassed in space time. So to me, you know, we can get into those deep conversations. Space time is a 3D matrix, like where we are, you know, time going on. This is mind. When he's talking about the mind, when he said rockstar in the mind, that's the fourth. You know what I'm saying?
So the in and out part.
Yeah, in and out would be the fourth. So basically mine.
So you're saying time is not particular about the speed of it, but it's just part of the construct already.
Yes, time isn't a dimension in and of itself. You know, when he said plus time, 4 dimension.
So our 365 days in Jupiter's 1,000 days doesn't matter, right?
It matters because we're here to perceive it, but it doesn't matter as far as dimensionally. You know what I'm saying? So like for, I guess, and I don't have a clear, I'm not a, you know what I'm saying, subject matter expert I have more learning to do, but it was
Your
my understanding.
2060 self was call you stupid.
Right. The mind is the fourth dimension. The next one above this, because mind is transcends all this. You know what I'm saying? Like how he said you could speak without using vibration. You could hear without hearing sound. You could see without using your 3D. And so mind, psychics, if you believe in that thing, if you believe in psychics, they operate in the fourth dimensions because they could transcend the 3D. You know how a psychic can read the future or fucking what's that? Read someone's mind or whatever. That's the next level up over this one.
You said psychic, and I thought of Earl Nightingale and Napoleon Hill back in the 30s when America's man, right? Back in the 20s, right? In 1919, when we were just now getting quote unquote westernized, civilized, right? We ain't talking about the old Timbuktu civilization. They had the notion or the thought already, right, to use the brain, right? You think and grow rich, and right, with Earl Nightingale's play this every day for 30 days, you know what I mean, type deal. And it was, and then a lot of their premises was think it first and it'll be, right? Look at things around you, think about gratitude, that, and then it'll be, right? Gratitude, yeah. But I'm just saying, like Earl Nightingale say, throw any man in any city, he wouldn't even know the difference, right? And that's true. He wouldn't know difference. All that shit do look alike, but once you tap into your uniqueness and add your uniqueness onto whatever is there, it'll just be something different and brand new, and now you get to stand out, right? But it's the same old matrix, but just with your uniqueness. Got dang on Napoleon Hill, think go rich. You got to see it first,
right?
But everything he told you to use was a non-physical, you know what I mean? Just a different mental tool,
right?
So, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, what you can see in the mind, you can achieve in the 3D. You know what I'm saying? That has to come first. If you don't venture out in the mind, in the fourth dimension, if you don't operate out of the fourth dimension first, you won't manifest shit in this 3D dimension. Time wouldn't matter. That's what I'm saying. That's why to me the mind is is above here. Because if you go here first, you can manifest it down at the lower levels. That's how reality supposedly is supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? Every dimension affects the dimension below it, right? So if you want to change here, if you want to change this 3D and then this left, right, change your environment, right? You got to change your mind. Your mind has to go there first, and then that shit will that's real trickle down economics right there.
Have you read the FBI article where they even said that this existence is a hologram?
You talking about CIA? It was a CIA document. Yeah. Yep. I didn't read the whole thing. Yeah. I saw it. It's been out for like years now. You know what I'm saying? This is official CIA documents. I don't know if they were. I believe them, but you gotta. It makes you wonder, like, what does the CIA know about this? What studies have they done? You know what I'm saying? They got official documentation. You don't believe it?
No, I'm 100% with them. Like, they know too much to not be, saying stupid shit. Like, when they say stupid shit, it's more like they don't say stupid shit. Actually, it's just so far fetched for us. We just be like, huh?
It's far fetched to a lot of us because we don't know no better, right? A lot of us see this, what our eyes see, what our mouth, our five senses, and that's it. There's nothing else beyond, below, to the side, nothing. So when you see a document like that and the CIA doing studies, first off, the CIA, the government has the money to conduct these studies. And think of it, if you had so much money, wouldn't you want to understand the nature of reality? Go find all these physicists, scientists, put them in a room together and tell them to figure this shit out. They come to you with their findings. You're the CIA. You got this funding. You have all this money, funding at your expense. You can figure shit out. I mean, I wouldn't say that they know everything about everything, but they probably know a lot more than the public in mass. You know what I'm saying? So like,
they're definitely more than that. Yeah.
Right. So when I'm talking about mind is the fourth dimension above this, and that's how you control your environment, your reality. Now translate that to an organization like the CIA who understands that and the power they can have of our minds collectively.
Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it there right quick. So the article I sent you, right? With the quantum laser, right?
Yeah.
So basically, they have made a new state of matter, right? And they shooting the laser onto the Fibonacci sequence.
Fibonacci.
And doing some crazy stuff. So it's like a.
You sent it to me. You want me to pull it up?
I don't know how to explain it. Nah, because I ain't about to read it because it's just crazy. But just talking about how, entities out there doing shit that just, and this is public. This is super public knowledge. The fact that you don't even understand what you're reading is why they put it out like that, right?
I read it. I think I read like more than half of it, and then there was a point I was like, I get it. There's a lot of big words, big scientific words, and it got lost. But I got the gist of it.
Right.
When they say things like, how do you shoot something with the Fibonacci sequence? Like, was it the lasers?
It says by shooting the laser pulses, reading out the Fibonacci sequence to a quantum computer. So yeah, and it's I don't know, and it made another state of matter or phase. So
yeah, that's a little above my
man, stuff like that. So if you don't think the CIA know about the fifth dimension, then goddamn this shit being a hologram.
They know about the fourth dimension. They know about the fifth dimension. They probably know about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way straight up.
They probably got this thing downloadable. They definitely got it downloadable.
Yeah, who knows?
You know what I mean?
The CIA got you ever heard of MK Ultra? MK Ultra program, 60s, 70s, supposedly. It was not supposedly. It was a mind control program. There was a whistleblower in the 60s, and it was news all over the country. Oh, CIA mind control. Then they said, okay, sorry guys, you're right. This is wrong. We're gonna stop. And then they publicly said that they killed the program. And then everybody, big sigh of relief, like, oh, great. CIA said they're not gonna do this no more. This is in the 60s. Everybody, news media, hey guys, nothing to worry about. CIA is not doing it. I feel like I'm about to get the YouTube channel canceled right now, but they're like, no, we're good. Sorry. Yeah, no, this is wrong. You're right. We stopped. No, of course they didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? That shit's been going on for 60 years.
We could be done with it after this right here. Goddamn, Charles Schwab. He's about 86, 7 years old, right? He owned a bank. But why was his grandfather a rich dude in the late 1800s? About 1860 something, right? Or 70 something, right? Had a family, wife, and kids. Died, drank all his money up with hookers and stuff. This dude, but his son had a son and named him Charles Schwab and became one of the biggest banks in the world. When I first read the story, I was like, how can he be doing that? He can't be that old. Bro, it might be the same person. Because he was a rich dude. He was a super rich dude. He was with Rockefellers in them.
Rothschilds.
But then he told me, but oil and freaking, no, he wasn't oil. He was doing railroad bridges.
Okay. The trains, the trains, and they're building and then. Okay, yeah.
Still for that, yeah. But like I said, when he died, they said he died, with hookers and drugs and in the hotel, fucked his family, and he said fuck the family. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And you got a grandson with your name, and he got one of the biggest banks, ever. So,
bro, we can go on about conspiracy. Like, there's some things I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I'm read up on. I don't know about Klaus Schwab that much. I feel like I probably know more about Rothschilds and Rockefellers, like the OGs. He's like a new. I mean, to me anyway, Klaus Schwab. I didn't really know his name past a couple years ago.
Charles.
I didn't know who he was. I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to the WHO. I wasn't paying attention to the World Economic Forum. Definitely wasn't paying attention to CDC.
He was hanging with their kids. He was hanging with them Rothschilds kids.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't come and get me. Share some money. Share some knowledge, dog.
Yeah. Anybody got in the comments want to shed some light on some things?
Facebook, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, man, like the video, share the video, man. Appreciate y'all. Goddamn on. What's the night? Wednesday.
it's a Wednesday night. It's about that
we
time.
We might talk Kanye next week, man. Cause
it's getting a little late. Hopefully, there's some new fresh shit next week. This Kanye shit is hot topic, but you know how the news, the current events, it might be dead by next week. But
everybody talk about this shit. Yeah.
It is. So we try not to. I mean, when we spoke, right?
Chase the trends.
Right. We try not to be really trendy, but maybe that's something that's holding us back. I don't know. I done heard so much stuff, seen so much stuff. Kanye shit's kind of crazy, but yeah, maybe we'll touch on it next week for sure.
Definitely is.
But if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. Please check us out. Follow us on Instagram.
Share with somebody.
We it's for some reason we have like on Instagram we have this like 200 ceiling. We can't break 200. We're like 198 now. If you're listening or watching and you're not following Instagram, please, we just need like 2 more to hit 200. I don't know. It's like this ceiling.
Man, check us out, dog.
We can't break through, but
and figuring shit out.
Yes. And check us out this Saturday. We have the finale coming up. I don't want to say who it is yet.
Man,
until
man.
I don't want to say who it is yet.
Man.
But this Saturday at 6 p.m., hopefully, we will have the episode 25 to wrap up this season.
Now, I done said the name a couple times, but
you have said it. That's probably what fucked it up because you've been saying it for like a month now.
Man, to everybody too. I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, you was. What was I about to say? And then after this Saturday, after this episode finale, we're gonna take like a few weeks off for Saturday shows. We're still gonna do 0.5s, and then sometime in November we'll have the first episode of season 2. So that's gonna be in November after my birthday, after my wedding anniversary. My anniversary.
When your anniversary?
The 11th, November 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Gotta find something to do.
How long? How many years? 2?
3. 3 married.
Too long or 3 more to go?
37 million to go. What are you talking about?
That's right.
I love my wife. We good. We straight.
Happy life, happy wife.
Happy house, happy spouse.
That's what they said.
I know it is what they say. But I'll holler at y'all. Check us out again. Like, share, subscribe, follow us. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that shit. We'll holler at you.
That's right. We out of here.